Hi there, Shabnim Ken here. I haven't made a video in a while, and I wanted to get back into it. I recently, kind of the inspiration for this, the idea here is I recently listened to a podcast about writing from a writer, an author that I follow, and I think she said that the inspiration for her podcast came from somebody else. So this is not original by any means, but made a lot of sense to me. And it's something that as martial artists really affects us as students. And that is, how do we prioritize getting into train and practicing on our own? And that's what it comes down to, right? The discipline. Everybody, when I mention that I'm a martial artist, pardon me, people say, "Wow, you must be so disciplined." And yeah, maybe that's true in some things, and other things not so much, right? And it kind of listening to that podcast made me reevaluate, right? What am I prioritizing in my life, in my work here at the Dojang, in my writing, whatever. And that's kind of what it comes down to. Look at the things that make up your life, right? The sections, right? Watching TV, sleeping, eating, Facebook, Twitter, watching the news, consuming the news, I guess, however you do that. When we spend time on something, we are giving it some level of some priority in our lives, either consciously or unconsciously, right? And I think the message here is to try to bring that prioritizing process into the consciousness, right? So pay attention to where you spend your time. Do you have a dream? Do you have a desire to be a martial artist? So many people tell me, wow, martial arts, that's something I've always wanted to learn. I just don't have the time. Well, and that's fair, right? Nobody has the time. Nobody says, I've been wondering what to do with this, 3 hours, 5 hours of, out of my week that I had nothing doing. I was sitting on the couch, staring at the wall. Now I know what to do with that, right? Nobody has that time. We have to make it a priority. Consciously. It doesn't happen. We don't just stumble into it. So if you're a student, you need to evaluate that and make that decision.
It's 9 o'clock.
Is watching this movie, is that the priority? Is that more important than this skill that I've always wanted to learn? Is it more important than working on this form that I'm trying to memorize and perfect? Is playing Fortnite more important to me as a person than learning how to defend myself? And it works for whatever, right? For whatever your dream, whatever your passion is. A lot of you know that I've got a couple of stories, novels that I'm writing. I had to kind of evaluate my. I have been spending a lot of time trying to educate myself, I guess, about the upcoming elections, but also about current events in general. I used to kind of take pride in saying that I was the most uninformed man on the planet. Not really, but I try to stay away from a lot of really down news, and all the news really is kind of that way, right? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you a better person to watch this the constant editorializing that's going on? Probably not, right? To share these stories and memes on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. No, I think we can. Anyway, that's not what this video is about, right? But I had to decide. I had to make that decision about is that a priority for me, or do I want to make myself a better person? Do I want to write these novels and get them out into the world, right? Give birth to those things. Which will fulfill me more as a person. So I'm making some changes and trying to, as I said, bring that prioritization process into consciousness. When I sit down to do something at my computer, and it's not that I don't spend time on Facebook, Twitter, what have you. But just that I'm more conscious of it and not letting that time spiral away from me like it sometimes does. I guess that's it. So if you have questions or comments, feel free to share those. If you agree, disagree, you're more than welcome to share that. If you like the video, share it with your friends. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching.